So game 3 right here, and we're sticking with the army themes right here. So we got Malleus over here in the dinos, the Silver Claw up here in the top and then in the left, and then we have Trap in the right, in the bottom over here with the monkeys, the Umber Wilds. Interesting matchup, Von Bolt against Hawk. You really don't see Hawk a whole lot on standard. Obviously this is tier 1, but I do think this is a very solid tier 4 this map, because Von Bolt is always going to be good. Then Hawk is also decent because of this. There's so much income right here. And then Javier should also be pretty decent because the Comtar is pretty safe. And because of the damage race setup right here, RDs are going to be a very big deal to take out your base, but especially the medium tanks. You can still use your own copters, or you can make a Neil tank aggressively against Javier. So there's still ways of addressing that. It's just not your conventional RD play, perhaps. So yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. I'm not sure if Sasha would be that great, but maybe she is. Maybe she would be using power literally every other turn. So becoming a bit of a Von Bolt and getting extra cash. Denying Hawk from his super, perhaps delaying Javier from his power. So we'll have to see. But yeah, we have Von Bolt, Malleus with Von Bolt, and Trap God with Hawk. Very, very interesting. I would assume that Von Bolt would want to go for the city, perhaps, encourage those infantry fights that he will get the better end of them. But Malleus decides not to. He decides to go for the safe cap over here, which he can then chain over here. Getting pretty similar builds over here. And did Malleus actually skip the tank build? No. I thought he did. Okay, never mind. So we got the tank here from Trap on the south. On the one base. And then we got another tank here from Malleus on the one base as well. Bit of a response there. I did see the concerns brought up by some of the players that there might be a TA here where like this tank can interrupt this capture or something of that sort. We're gonna have to look into that more, see if, like, how much of a TA that is. It's not like Razor's Edge that had a crazy TA and that had to be like emergency edit, but we'll see. Well, I haven't really looked at it yet. I think it was brought up last night, so I haven't had time yet. But they're both gonna get those captures. I think it had something to do with player 1 getting the tank here first, but I don't know why Malleus didn't get it. Maybe he skipped a property and didn't have enough funds. Anyways, we got the tank chain from player 1 over here, and now Trap is gonna get his tank. Probably gonna make it over here on this base. He cannot go for this city yet because there will be a free interrupt there by Malleus, but a bit of an oversight there by Malleus, not putting the tank to cover this infantry. So Trap is gonna get a little free hit right there, and it's gonna move slowly. I guess that's covered from the road, although maybe he would go for that as Malleus. I don't know. It is your one base, so you don't have a lot of units, so I don't know if you want to go for semi-even trades really. Like I don't really know if that's worth it. Probably not. You really want to save your unit count on the one base. You don't have an injured tank and then pull it back to repair. Like, this is a lot of units that are gonna be just pouring in, so it can become pretty awkward really fast. And Malleus already activating the RD scenario. He sees that the first tank from Trap shifted towards the middle, and he's like, okay, there's no need to make a tank right now. There's nothing threatening this city. I can just play more the long game, the later stage of this map, which is the RD. So he's gonna go for that. This is gonna be pretty crucial to flip these properties that the one base gets pretty quickly. And then it's gonna struggle to hold on. Like, look, there's 3 monkeys right here. You usually send like 2 infantry back here to capture stuff, so you're only left with like 3, maybe a tank, and then you have like all of these coming in. So it's complicated. Malleus Malleus again allowing another free hit there. No way. Wow. Another oversight. Not sure here. Malleus, pretty big oversight here. Like, moving both tanks this one was really not necessary. It wasn't even in range. Like, he probably didn't realize. He probably moved the tank first, and it's like, oh wait, this infantry doesn't reach. Yeah, big problems. So he is going to lose an infantry, and that's gonna hurt over here in this one base. So Drop God is kind of like, he's losing one unit on the one base because he's sending the tank upwards, but he's also taking away one unit from Malleus. I think overall it should be positive for Trap over here. And there goes that RD from Trap as well. So both are activating the RD lines right now. This is gonna get intense quickly. Putting the RD right there. Some players would use the infantry to get like a poke at the RD, but I don't think that's a good idea at all. Comm towers are capped as well, so that should help. Well, both really. Von Bolt with 120 firepower and defense, while Hawk gets 120 firepower. So the only difference here is that Von Bolt has an extra 10% defense, pretty much. And we got a copter as well. So RD and copter are going to be crucial for this, especially air units. It does feel like a lot of people underestimate how important the air units are going to be for this, and the importance from the one base to have anti-air against the copters. You really could take out this one base with just copters and tanks and infantry, because you really just have to take out the anti-air, and then the copters can block anything in, any tech-ups and whatever. The RD is obviously very useful to take out medium tanks, neo tanks, even mega tanks, if it ever comes to that. But copters are insane. Copters are very good for base pressure. Over here, we're getting set up for a flip on this city. There is no vehicle from Trap to threaten that RD, so yeah, I don't think you should go for that. I mean, you also can't get it, but if there was a tank build here, then I don't think this RD would get this setup, because then you can go for the triple hit here and then hit that RD, and just getting that damage on the RD slows down the pressure a lot. He's however gonna go for that and get the RD set up there. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's enough units in range to break through this, so this should be safe for Trap. So getting prepared over here. Definitely more vehicles in this northern area of the map from both players, right? He is gonna go for the interrupt there, however, and gonna make another tank. So I don't know. This is a question that is always posed on the players. Like, how much are you willing to sacrifice to delay these properties, these income flips, right? So would Malleus shoot this back, join cap, maybe block? I think you do. You probably plop an infantry right here. But now he has support of the copter, this tank as well. And he actually moves it off and starts the capture with another guy. And ooh, could he break through here? Take this out, double infantry, tank, infantry, and then tank hits from the city? Ooh, I think that was a mistake. I think this guy needs to go over here on this plane style. He's prioritizing ensuring the city flip, but this might not be a good enough wall. Right? I'm pretty sure tank infantry takes out this infantry. I never know very well with Von Bolt stats, but that would definitely be worth it. You would be exposing to copter and tank hit on both of your tanks, but you could make a medium tank, I think. I just do base skip medium tank. On the other hand, Malleus does not go for the interrupt over here. He decides to pull back, conserve unit count on the one base, and start some more caps over here. Trap God perhaps getting a little bit greedy here, getting a poke there on this infantry. I remember watching this live, and this is kind of a mistake because this could allow Malleus to break through. Don't ever underestimate the power of low HP infantry, because I do think that you could break through here. Like what do you do? Like infantry. Well, you could do like double infantry, take out this guy. Probably infantry and 3 HP infantry, take out the 8 HP. And then either 5 HP or 3 HP attacks this guy and dies. Maybe the 3 HP. Like leaves it at 8, for example, dies. This guy's at 8, tank comes in, takes it out, and then tank hits the arty. And then same thing, you make a medium tank. He does have the funds, right? He's gonna have 21k. So I think going for this is a mistake by Trap. Maybe a bit too greedy. Maybe that arty should have gone over here and set up a defense over here. Maybe 2 layers of defense. And let's see, Malleus, does he see it? Okay, he uses the 5 HP and he is going to send the 3 HP to sacrifice, leaves it at 8. And this is, yeah, any CO would guarantee that kill in the 8 HP infantry. And boom, at 2 HP, the arty. Ooh. Man, that arty is not going to be useful for 5 or 6 turns. So essentially delaying the pressure by 5 or 6 turns. That is a huge deal. Even getting a hit there, sure, you're going to see a copter and a tank hit here. So Malleus is going to trade down on tanks, but he's going to ensure that the base pressure slows down a lot. This city is going to get flipped, and possibly this one as well. He makes an anti-air to respond to this copter. Honestly, a medium tank could have been a good option to take out any of these tanks that decide to attack, and then you make an anti-air. So like first dealing with the tanks, and then making an anti-air, so the anti-air is free to attack the copter. But we'll see if this is a better approach. Over here, kind of similar situation, but I think a bit better. Malleus probably saw it, it's like, okay, I need to avoid this one happening to me. It could have happened last turn, but Trap didn't go for it. Can he though? Can he break through? No, it doesn't seem like. He would have to use a full HP tank to break through this. And he doesn't have another one to hit the arty. So there's no way to break through here and hit that arty. Trap is going to have to pull back. Maybe make a medium tank. An anti-air. Those are the 2 things you need. You need anti-air and medium tank. So you got to pick which one you make. And he decides to make an anti-air. There is a single copter by Malleus, but that is how threatening copters can be on your base. I'm gonna start this capture over here and gonna send back that arty to heal up. Attack back at all these tanks. And yeah, I think this is why I think the medium tank could have been a better option, honestly. Now you get this blockage here. You don't have enough tanks, I think, to break through. Nice little find there, putting the 2 tanks there. I'm not sure that Malleus can actually break through this. I don't think this takes out the 7 HP. So very nice there. Copter getting a free hit. So a little bit of a salvage position. It would have been better to have the arty at 10 HP, but you gotta fix your positions however you can in live. A bit of a cleanup here as well. So a lot of unit count going down. And it's going to be all alone now. Man, there goes that medium tank. So yeah, Anti didn't get a shot. Medium tank first, then Anti. That might be the way. That might be the way to salvage your one base. At the same time, Trap getting this flip as well. So he is ahead by 1k. There must be a neutral. Okay, 2k. Okay, because now he finished all the caps. Okay. So it's because he has this pair. Getting a bit of a poke here on this arty. We do have another arty coming from Malleus. We're full on base pressure right now. No fight for the middle, no front switching. It's all gonna be that base pressure. It seems like it's the race of like who can take out the base. And at the same time, all this fighting and trading means that your charge is going up. We're already over halfway to the supers from both Von Bolt and Hawk. And they're both very strong. Hawk can also resort to a power if he finds a good enough tactic. But look at this unit kind of over here in the south. Very easy hit there by Malleus. Gonna leave that anti-air at 5, gonna block in the medium tank, bring in the arty. Up here at the top, he's gonna be able to break through as well. And can he hit that arty? No, he cannot. So he's allowing his medium tank to get hit. Is it really worth it to take out a copter to get your medium tank taken out? Seems a little bit dubious. maybe a better thing would be to hit here. Maybe attack from the forest, so you have a little bit more defense from the arty. So you take out a tank. Again, taking out tanks is going to be a good idea so that your anti-airs can live. But he's going to have to make another anti-air, essentially, because Trap God could decide to not shoot the medium tank, take out the anti-air instead. Depends what Malleus builds. But he is kind of forced to make another anti-air. Oh, he makes a medium tank. Ooh. Okay, this is going to be a problem. I think Trap God should take out the anti-air, and then the copter can do whatever it wants. Super close to a super. We'll see if he uses it, but he decides to use the power. To everyone's surprise. I mean, you could have probably attacked a couple of units, right? Like 10k. Take out the anti-air, take out the tank, just get some attacks and then hit him with the super. But he decides to use the power. He might have expected that this would get a kill, and it does, okay. And it allows him to hit that copter. So now this should be pretty decent. There's still too many units, so he's gonna have to make another medium tank, I believe. Although I think a tank could cut it. It would be very bare bones. At the same time, you have the Ex Machina coming, so that can be a problem. And he actually decides to shoot at that medium tank, and okay, yeah, he takes it out with the other one. The global damage and global heal is pretty wild. It throws everything out the window. And big cleanup moment probably takes out these infantry as well. The medium tank also, no, he can't reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he can't reach. But he can easily take out one of these infantry. He should prepare for that Von Bolt missile. It is going to land. It calculates value, so you would assume it's gonna land over here, right? 2 medium tanks and an anti-air. A good way to quickly calculate where it's gonna land is thinking medium tanks as 2 tanks, pretty much. A little bit more than 2 tanks, but it is like that. So you have like what, 5 vehicles here, essentially. And over here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. So if Malleus can take out this anti-air, I do think it would land over here. So it's up to him what he wants to do. He's gonna get that capture. He is indeed going to take out that anti-air, and is he gonna use the missile? He does. He moves off the medium tank, and the missile lands right over here. Was that the right call though? Should you have allowed the missile to land here so that you guarantee the kill in the base? Because this would have been stunned. You move this already here. This guy gets a shot, but then next turn you get both shots in, and you just surround everything. You take out the anti with the missile, and then you block this stuff away as well. Essentially, guaranteeing the cap. We'll see if this still guarantees a cap, because this is very much surrounded. But this should be fairly easy for a trap to just attack this, move off the medium tank, and make something else. The question would be if he actually can break through and hit the arties, but we'll have to see about that. Let's see, so it's Trap God's turn. Over here, I guess the idea was to save his own one base against this attack, and he will. Like, he can easily take out this copter next turn, probably hit the tank and the arties. But over here, I think this is a problem. If you could send this infantry to attack this guy, take it out. Medium tank should take out that infantry, right? I'm not sure about the stats again, but 89 to 95. Wow. Dang. I would assume this guy's at 90 and just hit by the black wave, but that's a role that I would be willing to take. Because if you do that, you break through, you take this out, this mutant comes in and takes out the 9 HP already. And there's absolutely no way that Malleus will be able to take this out now. Without the super, without any healthy RDs or copters, it's like, this is medium tank land, and that base is saved, and Trap God would get that. He's gonna get a hit there, and he does break through there, but he doesn't go for the kill. He decides to attack there and attack the tank. Oh man, just not finding those lines, so critical. Makes another medium tank. I don't think this other medium tank is needed, honestly. Could just be a tank. There really isn't, especially after taking out this tank. It could be like an anti-air too, if not. I don't think the over-investment here is going to be worth it. At the same time, even after the missiles, well, we'll see. Actually, because the anti-air is going to take out that copter. So, but a bit of a puzzle here because now, oh, okay, that was nice. So you can attack from the city, and then copter gets that attack, and then makes another medium tank. There is no copters, so this anti-air has fulfilled its job, right? It's gonna block. And we're at equal income. I guess Malice has this. We got the threat on the comm tower as well. Will he break through and attack the Artie? Why the 6 HP? I don't know why this. Why not the 9 HP? I don't know. I would have attacked the 9 HP. Deal. You get more damage in, right? Yeah, you deal 8 damage versus 6. The power is ready, so Hawk could use that power, but he has to actually pull back from over here. So many injured units. You got the Arties healing up, trying to deter from the medium tanks. And there goes that boom, that hit on that medium tank. Dang. But the base has been saved. That Artie is gonna be a dead Artie. This city will probably be flipped soon. You do have this counter threat and a little bit of an annoyance here, but I do think that you can just like take this out. Medium tank comes in and finishes this off, right? Ooh, maybe not. 79. Damn. Is that a gamble? So maybe you have to send this guy over here, take this out, and then use medium tank, and if needed, hit with this guy. You really don't want to lose that comm tower. Or you could use the power, but I don't think it's worth it. Ooh, okay, gonna gamble there. Let's see if he gets the 8. Okay, he does. He does get the 8 there, so that comm tower is stopped. You're gonna have to use this guy to finish it off next turn. Already is dealt with, and it is over in this area. Like, look, the dinos are like spreading out, like run away guys, we can't hold this attack. On the other hand, you have 4 RDs coming here. Like, these guys are finally all healed up. You got the conga line of infantry keep, you know, slowly adding to that army, and just look how many units there's. What, 10, 15, 16 units over here against 6 and only 1 making every turn. So yeah, big problems over here. He's gonna have to break through, hit the RD. Wow, good find there. Bad wall there by Trap, and also not protected by these RDs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where did this guy come from? At a certain point, when you have all these RDs, it's probably easy to just bunch them up, right? Have the RDs cover each other in case there's a wall break like that. But that is some free value turn by Malias right there. He's gonna double down on this capture, gets a nice hit there on that medium tank, and slowly gonna wait for more units to gather as he's getting the RDs back. He's making more RDs, so we're gonna see round 2 of the base flip attempt. We haven't seen any fight on the middle in this match yet. Pretty interesting. Gonna get a little shot there with the copter. Do you have the anti there? Now, yes, the RDs are all kind of together. So many monkeys over here, making for just layers of walls. And yeah, just gotta keep waiting. Copter gonna come in and assist over here. That is gonna be very helpful actually for Malias. The Super 4 Hawk is coming, and that can be big problems. He's gonna take out that copter. I think it's worth it because there isn't another one that's close by yet. So trading that anti is worth it. Using some recons to clear some of these infantry, because this like infantry and RD composition is not very strong. I mean, it is, but it's very slow, and so you can kind of poke around at the tiles that the RD isn't covering. Same thing over here, just throwing units in front of the RDs. Very like sensei strats right here. But here comes the super, and man, that hurts. Look at 126. Wow, 30k in damages. The more injured units there are, the more damage it does, pretty much, percentage-wise, I guess. Doesn't get the flip yet, but okay, gets what he cans over here, and he's gonna. Doesn't get the kill on that medium tank. Finishes off the recon. Okay, just a normal turn, but with the global damage and the global heal. These medium tanks are looking nice and healthier, nice and chunkier. We got the bigger chunk. We got the round chunk over here coming in for the base kill. Neo tanks are really great actually for base kills because you can then take out anti-airs or tanks very easily, and even medium tanks. So they're actually pretty great at that. And if you look at the movement too, it's 1 turn, 2, 4, 6. Oh, it's actually 1 tile. Like it requires 3 turns to attack the base. Malleus still halfway through for the next super. And just pouring in over here, joining. These injured infantry, because of the global damage, are not great walls. These should be somewhat easy to clear, right, by the medium tanks. I wonder if there's a way here. 8 HP. Okay, it does. So that could be a thing. Breakthrough here, medium tank breaks through this guy, and then 7 HP attacks the arty. You would sacrifice the 7 HP medium tank to take out an arty. I would think it's worth it. You take out 3 units, maybe more, and then you just make another one, perhaps. You already have 3 arties. You got a copter, you got a Neo tank. But he's not gonna attack anymore over here, and okay, he doesn't go for the breakthrough. Goes for a more passive play, more conservative. Trying to conserve the medium tanks, I guess. I'm talking so far from the microphone, actually. Okay, got a little trap by trap on the medium tank here. Got the arties pointing at it, even an arty being barred off the wall, off the little trap. But Miles is gonna try to free it up, and he is going to succeed at that. Medium tank is free, and he's gonna attack that copter, kind of neutralizing both copters. These are not gonna do too much now, and just the sheer amount of units. The base pressure. He actually does manage to break through, and now, yes, he's going to put the 7 HP, but this time around, he's exposing 2 medium tanks for this attack. So, I think the other one would have been a little bit better. He definitely has to make another medium tank. Also, anti-air exposed, that's going to die, and there's a copter coming. So now he has to decide, do I make a medium tank or an anti-air? This might have been an attack where he's going to lose all the critical units. Also, the super is here. Man, yeah, that base is going to be lost. Oof. Was this the wrong play? Should he have done the other play on the last one and just not go for this turn? Life is hard. Life is hard, but life is also hard. There goes the missile. Yeah, that is one ideal missile. Sure, another one would be nice here on the Neo tank, maybe the arties, but dang. I don't know how you save this base at this point with this many arties, infantry, Neo tank, copters, tanks. Like, yeah, I mean, you have 20k. You can't even make your own Neo tank. You have to make another medium tank and you just keep bunching up medium tanks. But pickoffs everywhere. Starts the cap as well. All these are stunned, so you can only hit it with this guy, but it's not going to be enough to stop the capture. So I think this base is lost. It is really, really lost. Just exposing too many of the important units on the wrong turn when that super landed. And we'll see if that panic power by Hawk is going to save the day. And I don't know if you noticed, but look at Malleus. He only made a recon and 2 infantry. He's saving up money. Well, what is he planning on doing right now? What is 1 unit after he sort of neutralized the Neo tank, leaving it at 4, now 5 with the power? What is the 1 unit that can withstand a lot of arties? And pretty much the strongest unit I don't know if in the game, but at least land unit, as Trap God makes a bomber. I think he's expecting the ultimate, the Chunkus Maximus. Is it gonna come? And there it is. Look at that. Look at that thing. Look at the mega tank. 28k build. Man. The thing is though, yeah, that is one durable unit, but you do have 4 arties there. All the supporting units are gonna be dealt with, and you're about to have 4 arties staring down at that base. That mega tank is gonna get shelled on. It is gonna be no joke, and Trap God is gonna make a T-copter, perhaps feeling like he needs more infantry quicker. Also, as this base will probably die, this base becomes very far away, so you can start using it to send infantry. You can also make a black boat. It's like send infantry tuk, 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 right here and speed up reinforcements on your HQ. Because after these bases go through, the HQ race is on. This base is way too close to this. And you also have a lot of army. But not really, it's not really the case for Malleus. He did lose a lot of his army. He has a couple of arties, but his unit count is pretty low. On the other hand, over here, Trap is later on the base trade. It's going to take him like 2 more turns. 3, 4 even to finish the cap. But he does have a lot more army. Starting his turn ahead on army value. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4 arty shots, and that thing is still standing. Even a copter getting shot, a shot on the mega tank, that thing is still standing. But it is gonna be dealt with next turn. It is not gonna withstand another round of quadruple arty shots. Even a bomber is staring at it. So yeah, I'm sorry, mega tank, but I don't know if it was worth it. Spending 28k plus repairs on that thing. Dang. Gets a kill there, yeah, but got the fighter as a response to the bomber. As you see now, this whole army slowly moving towards the HQ. It is not like... that is dangerous. Look at that guy. That is 2 turns away from the HQ. So Miles already having to send all the reinforcements towards that HQ. The fighter could also be a good unit to just stand on the HQ, honestly. 2, 4, 6... 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, just 1 tile too far from the HQ. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4 arty shots. Man, that is one chunky unit, but it is gone. No more mega tank. The arties did their job. Yeah, that was pretty insane to see, to witness, and the base is gonna get flipped. And we got the same thing over here. We have a couple tanks, a little bit of a sack here for this tank trying to get a 2-for-1 trade, just dealing like half a tank damage, and then it's gonna get taken out by this copter probably, or tank. But just trying to reduce the unit count. I think there's only 2 healthy infantry. Well, 1 really, but yeah, 2 to attempt to go for the HQ cap. On the other hand, you have a lot more over here for the monkeys. So definitely Trap is way more set, or better set to go for the HQ race, as he also plops the tank on the HQ so that the fighter doesn't. There's nothing that can take out the fighter, really. I mean, he made his own fighter, but that would have bought him a lot of time. He puts the fighter here to block the infantry from the HQ, which is not a bad idea, actually. But this is it's such a like fragile, tiny army to go for the HQ. Like I don't think you can go for that. The fighter having to be over here to block units instead of to deal with the bomber, because you have this defensive fighter as well. So good job there with the builds here by Trap, and just Malleus is all in on defending the HQ. Maybe if he can defend the HQ, he can get the win, but you also get a bunch of flips everywhere. Trap God is ahead on the income on the flips because he's getting these properties after the base flip, and Malleus is not. He's prioritizing the HQ cap. Maybe he should be prioritizing these cities instead. We're at day 25, guys, right? Like you got day limit at day 30, so whoever has the most properties wins, and Malleus just doesn't see a way to flip it around, and he taps out. GG. There you go, 2-1 for Trap God. So essentially, Trap God moving on to round 2 of the qualifiers, not the quarterfinals. Yeah, damn, that was an intense match, man. I love this matchup, Bumbold and Hawk. I think this archetype of a map is very nice because it makes a lot of seals viable. Surprised we don't see more maps like this, honestly. Hey, Umita from the future here. So this match was part of the qualifiers of the Anonymous Player Cup 2, APC2 for short, that I'm hosting. It's a live standard tournament of Advance Wars. The top 8 players from these qualifiers will be playing in the main event, but they will play with new names. Their identities will be hidden to everyone, even the players themselves. I'm trying to stream weekly to cover most of the qualifiers. You're more than invited to join in on the fun. Just stay alert to the YouTube streams on this channel, which will only happen over the weekends, so Saturdays or Sundays. But most importantly, the main event will be played live and live stream along with awesome co-casters on November 8, 9, 15, and 16. It would mean the world to me to see you there supporting the players and the community overall. Thank you. Bye bye.